All right. The next question is, if recruiting is not required in kulaBrands, why are so many people promoting it?
Awesome. Well, I love that question. So our core goal is to make it where you can walk in any type of store anywhere in the world, and there are kulaBrands supported projects in those stores. And the only way we can do that is to have a bigger community. And this is where I believe our society is moving and things are moving. The way capitalism has gone is one person coming up with an idea, starting a company, bringing in as few as people as possible, building that company as big as possible, and then having a few people become very wealthy, then other people benefiting from becoming employees and jobs and stockholders and owning pieces of that. There's a new mentality out there that literally says that if you can bring a group of people together in a collaborative way, actually the more people that are in that group, the bigger opportunity you end up with. When you're building companies, when you're building brands, there is a collective intelligence. There is a collective contact. We want to produce big projects, things that are going to rock the world, the next Apple, the next incredible companies. Then we need that collective intelligence. We need that collective contacts. We need that collective energy. It would be like if I said, there's a warehouse full of buckets, and on Tuesday morning, it's going to start raining $100 bills, okay? And it's going to rain the entire planet. The same amount of $100 bills are going to come down everywhere. And would you say, well, I'm just going to go out and put as many buckets as I can? Would you keep it to yourself, or would you start telling friends and family members and as many as possible, right? So, because there's an unlimited number of buckets, there's an unlimited number of money that's going to rain. And that's where we're at with kulaBrands. We have an unlimited ideas galore. Over the next few years, there will be 100,000 companies launched around the world. And a lot of those will become successful brands. There are brands right now that exist that are 100 years old, 150, 200 years old. Well, guess what? There are new brands being formed right now that will last that long as well. And so the idea that, hey, let's keep this to ourselves and the least amount of people that are involved with, the better it is. I'm not going to say it's the wrong way to think. It's the wrong way to think for the future of our society. So we can have 20,000 members, and that doesn't mean 20,000 members are going to be able to participate on every single project. There's going to be limitations. There's going to be things put on projects where only the first 2,000 people that want to pledge on a project have the opportunity to do that. Everyone else has to wait till the next project. There will be a point, and this is the beauty of kulaBrands. We do not have to keep the growth of the community going forever. So there are companies out there right now in the home-based business space that are over 50 years old, and you can still join them today as a business opportunity, because on the face of it, that's what they are, an opportunity where recruiting will always be a part of their business. I can tell you with kulaBrands, recruiting, the growth, what we call influencing, will not always be a part of kulaBrands. It will go away someday, and it's when we find that balance, when we can be in enough industries, create enough opportunity where we go, you know what, we have enough people. Now, we may close it for a time, find there's some bigger opportunities, open it up 2 years, 5 years, 10 years down the road. Our goal is to service the community in the best way possible. And so the balance for us as running the company is to make sure we have enough members to support the projects that we have. I would say that maybe when we start getting around 20, 30, 40,000 members, then we'll start gauging, and that would be the minimum right there that we would need. We have several people that came on board and said, I don't want to be an influencer. So I wouldn't close that door forever, guys, because when Zip and Store is being sold in Target, okay, I want you to just put this in your mind, and Zip and Store now is sitting on the shelf of Target, and there's actually an end cap, right, because this is a phenomenal product. When you get a chance to use it, you're going to love it. And you say, hey, Susan, let's go down to the store, and you go to Target, and you're walking through, and you hit the end aisle, and you go, here, wow, and you're excited that Zip and Store is in Target, and Susan asks you, why are you so excited? And you go, well, because I get royalties on that. I'm going to say that, Susan's talking to Linda, and Linda's a school teacher. And Susan says, wait a minute, Linda, you're a school teacher. How do you get royalties on, did you invest in it? Linda just simply says, no, I purchased one of these through reward-based crowdfunding, and every time one of these sells anywhere in the world, I get a royalty on it. I get a percentage of every single sale that takes place. In my heart, guys, I believe that she's going to say, how do you do that? And what are you going to do? Here, watch a video. Check it out. Matter of fact, right now we have another product coming up. You're going to be able to post online. Let's say you don't want to influence anybody, but a new product comes up and you say, hey, here's my new product. You're going to get questions underneath that on Facebook. What do you mean this is your new product? What are you doing? You know, people are going to open up the door and answer. So we have a very unique model here, guys. So just because you can come in and not influence, but I think it's going to be natural that down the road, and that's the reason why we want to leave this door open as long as possible, is so there's as much opportunity as possible for you to have the opportunity for us to open those doors. I think what the saying is even a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while kind of thing, right? So that's the opportunity that we want to open up for you. I see this intelligence that we're bringing together, and the more people that become a part of this thing, the bigger and the better we can do, and the more lives we can change through kulaBrands.